My name is Jim Wells. I am Vice President of Enterprise AI Solutions at RapidCanvas. I'm going to show you a demo of an AI-powered fleet compliance platform. The problem statement is fleet managers that face the critical challenge of maintaining Department of Transportation compliance across their fleets. They face three core issues. First, manual document processing. Second, lack of risk visibility. And third, compliance gaps. Our solution has three core capabilities. First, intelligent document processing for accessing unstructured data such as driver's licenses, maintenance invoices, and other types of reporting. Second, we create a risk scoring system across both drivers and vehicles so that we can do predictive analytics. And finally, compliance gap detection for proactive monitoring, compliance checklist tracking, and gap analysis. So briefly, I'm going to show you our canvas where we actually build out the solution. The first thing we do is we take the unstructured data, and I'm going to show you some examples here, such as driver's licenses. We also have things like Department of Transportation inspection reports. Typically, unstructured data of this nature requires a lot of manual effort in order to get the data into a system. What we do is we create agents that use large language models to extract the unstructured data. We process it, parse it, and we put it into a structured format that we can use to do a lot of interesting things, such as create data apps. The first data app that we're going to show is the Fleet Manager dashboard. In this example, there are 156 total vehicles in the fleet. 4 of them are currently at high critical risk. 12 of the drivers have certifications expiring, and the average risk score is 42. It shows a chart for risk distribution. We can see real-time alerts across both vehicles and drivers. Here we can see financial impacts of things like prevention of fines, maintenance optimization, and downtime reduction, and overall ROI. You can see the top risk vehicles, and you can see a timeline. Robert Martinez needs to get his hazmat certification by December 15th. Vehicle 87 needs an oil change by December 18th. On the Documents tab, we can actually add additional documents for additional vehicles and drivers. We can do that manually, or we can automate it by extracting those documents from things like emails. On the Analytics tab, we can see a variety of visualizations. If we used a tool like this, we could expect for violations to go down over time, and this chart shows us how that would look. This chart shows the average risk score trend. We have maintenance cost trends, certification expiration forecast, and here we start to see predictive insights. We have 3 vehicles at risk over the next 30 days with an estimated cost impact of $45,000, and we have 3 drivers who need training coming up. You can see here a comparison of vehicles within the fleet and also a driver performance matrix. On the Settings tab, we can determine how we want to be notified, what we want to be notified about. We can do a weekly summary report. We can set alert thresholds. We can export the data in a variety of formats, and we can connect APIs. Next, we're going to take a look at the Ask AI Agent data app. So on the previous data app, we saw a lot of different visualizations, but you may find from time to time that there are new questions that come up that are not answered by the standard charts and graphs. So we're going to come in here to Ask AI, and we're going to say, what are the top 5 violations? So the system not only answered the question, but it gave me a nice bar chart. One of the things that you can do is actually see the code. As soon as I ask that question, it's converted into Python code. The answer is here in Python code, and you can actually go and edit it if you wish. Now, if we want to see this data on a more regular basis, we can actually add this to the data app. We can add this, and now over here under user charts, we'll be able to see this data, this view of the data anytime we want. So in summary, what we've done here is we've parsed unstructured data, we've created a system for scoring drivers and vehicles, and we've highlighted missing compliance information. The business value is clear. We've gone from a reactive to a proactive process. We've automated several things that have traditionally been very manual. We've gone from a fragmented view to a unified view of the data, and we've eliminated guesswork in favor of a data-driven approach.